Yay!
Oh my god, are we live?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
there might
Um,
be like a lag, but technically we are. Yay!
yep. Yeah, I accidentally I forgot to mute my tab for the live stream, so I could hear it. I heard it. But yeah, this is really exciting. So Dimitri is having technical difficulties right now, so he may be running late. So let's just start. We'll ask him these questions when he arrives. But Darby, would you like to go first?
Sure. I'm Darby. My YouTube channel is Darby Jasmine. This is my YouTube channel. This is where you've shown up to. To find everybody else, I did put them in the description so that you can find them. My pronouns are she, her. And do you want me to do
Yeah,
what
let's
my
go for it.
background is? Okay, so my background with the series is I read it back in 2009 before the third book was released, and I only owned the first two, and then I had to like rent it from the library, and I kept the third book for so long, like I had a fee afterwards, which is really bad. Um, but I've like liked the movie, not it wasn't too bad, and then the TV show was just my worst nightmare basically. And then I finally decided I needed to reread them so I know what I'm talking about. And Dimitri was like, "Hey, let's do reading buddies," and I was like, "Heck yeah, let's do that." And then he also included Andy, and it was like this whole group that just got created, and it's very fun so far.
Yeah. I'm Andy from Oh Hey Andy. I use she, they, and he pronouns. Um, my experience with the series is kind of the same. I think I read it like at not as it was coming out, but after the third book in the series technically came out. So like I was not very like I wasn't that much into it when I was like younger. I had a lot of friends that were, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll read it. It's fine. I watched the movie when it came out in theaters with my friend, and we both hated it. I actually don't mind the TV show because I feel like they do the characterization a lot better than the movie. But I understand why, like maybe like some diehard fans don't like it. Um, my favorite book in the entire like Shadowhunters series is the Clockwork Angel because I'm basic and I did not like the original trilogy. But yeah, the same story as Darby when it came to how this like book club got founded. It was just that Dimitri was like, "Hey, I need someone to buddy read the Shadowhunter series with me," and for some reason, I only thought that we were just gonna read City of Bones. And he's like, "Oh no, let's read all of them." And I'm like, "Okay." And Dimitri was like, "Yeah, my friend Darby's doing it too," and I was like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, like let's do something together." And our group chat on Instagram is pretty great.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I like when Dimitri sends voice messages because he's freaking out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Hey guys. I think this time around, this is my first time rereading the series since reading it the first time in middle school. Hi, Dimitri, you're back.
Lord.
You made
You
it.
made it.
But yeah, at this time, I don't think I'm technically doing like true critical analysis of the book. I think I'm just kind of like shitting on it because like it was. I'm looking back at everything I used to like when I was younger and being like, wow, I had terrible taste. That's just me though.
Yeah,
Dimitri,
Oh
I
my
think this
god.
time we were a lot more like mean about it, which is okay.
I think we
Oh,
struck a good balance between being nice about the book and being mean about the book, between Dimitri actually liking it, me just kind of going off, and Darby just kind of being in the middle.
exactly. Hi, Nana.
Dimitri, we're just going over names, pronouns, and like our experience with the series before the book club.
Hello, I am Dimitri. My pronouns are undefined yet because I'm still not sure what works for me yet. And my experience with the book, I started like 3 years ago, and I was very much more into it then than now. but I don't know, the pacing has improved from my memory. I remember it being so boring, but now like I actually enjoyed more for some reason.
It's pretty good. Do you guys have a favorite character?
Oh, probably. Wait, what's that bitch's name? Uh, oh, Isabel. There we go.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
Isabel too. I like the cat.
You like who?
the cat
The
Church.
cat.
Oh,
Yeah, Church.
That cat. Fun fact: the cat is in the Infernal Devices.
I don't think it's the same
Nice.
cat though. I thought they have a different name.
No, it's the same cat, I think.
It's the same cat. What the hell? What is this book series?
It's weird. Oh,
Um,
thank you, Krishnik.
yes, thank you.
Dimitri named the club, so thank you to
Oh
Dimitri.
no, it's Andy.
Oh, Andy, sorry. Oh my gosh. You
No,
named
it's fine.
the group, right?
Yeah, Dimitri named the group chats though. Like he
The
was
group
like, all
chat.
right.
Okay, there we go.
But yeah, at first I thought it was just like,
There
I
we go.
thought it was just gonna be Dimitri and I because I didn't know that you were like also buddy reading it with Dimitri. And so when he was like, let's put the group together, I'm like, yeah, perfect. We have a group name now.
Surprise, there's
No,
a
it's
third
not
person in here.
It's really funny though because like I was like, wow, now that there's 3 people, the Parabatai thing doesn't work out, but I still love it, so we're gonna keep it. It's now a part of our brand. Okay, so we read both City of Bones and City of Ashes back to back, for the most part.
Mostly,
Hi
yeah.
Hollis! Ah, that's one of my friends. So for City of Bones, do we have a favorite part?
Oh, Rat Simon for me.
I'm really sad that the fucking movie just like completely took away Rat Simon, just entirely.
Yeah, it was a good part.
I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite part because I really didn't like this book.
Okay, as soon as I finished it, like I kind of blanked out most of the stuff that happened. I remember more City of Ashes than I do City of Point.
I agree with that. I feel like as soon as I read this book, I was just like, I think it was because like I was getting towards the end. I was just kind of like almost skimming it just to get it over with. But I think my favorite part is just like all of like Clary's like dreams or like almost prophetic dreams and stuff where she's like finally like figuring out a few things, but it's entirely like through the dreams because I felt like they were like very interesting and like they also had like no business being in the book. Like these were things that she could have figured out on her own by like thinking it through, but Cassandra Clare was like dreams, prophetic dreams. I'm a sucker for prophetic dreams in books. I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh,
They're
that's
cool.
why
I
you
like
like
them a
Percy
lot.
Jackson so much.
Exactly. You get me.
Oh, for some reason I can't see Andy. I can just see Darby.
No, it's fine. I'm pretty sure all 3 of us could be seen. Yeah, we're all
Yeah,
good.
we're all on there.
Do you have a least favorite part in this book?
Oh, least favorite. That's
Yes.
interesting. Oh, I'm not sure if I do, but go ahead.
I have 2 parts. One is weirdly specific, and then the other one is kind of like just the end when Jace is kind of like dazed and confused and like bright-eyed, and I'm like, where does Jace come from? Like, who are you, and what have you done with the mean guy? Like, where did he go, basically? And then the other part was the part with the stupid eyebrow, the eyebrow thing.
Oh my
It
god, I
still
was
irks
just
me
gonna
that she's
mention
like,
that.
watch Chase around. I was like, wow, I would do that in like the middle of the book for no reason.
What about you, Dimitri? Do you have a least favorite part?
Do you have one, Andy? I bet you have a lot.
Yeah, I feel like I need to tell everybody that while reading these books, I wrote 5 pages of notes on a Google document. Because I'm very opinionated and I forget things very easily, so I decided to write everything down that I thought. I have 2 least favorites. The Hawk story, where Jace is telling Clary about like his pet falcon or some shit like that, and he's like, yeah, and then the dad takes the falcon and breaks his neck and tells the kid to never love, and he's like, and that's a great moral. And I'm like,
Um,
sir, this is a Wendy's. I just
well, no wonder Jace is traumatized.
yeah. And then
Right.
also the like ending where Jace is just kind of like this completely different person.
Yes, that's my answer. Yes, yes, that scene, the whole scene with him, with
The
oh my
whole
god,
last
I love you,
act,
father. Like, oh my god.
the whole last act was just like, oh Jesus Christ, get it over with, get it over with. Because like he just, like throughout the books, he's an asshole. He's kind of a dick. He's mean to everybody, but he's like asshole with a heart of gold. And I'm using quotation marks because he feels more like an asshole with no heart of gold. Um, but he shows to like care about Alec and the Lightwoods and Hodge and Clary and all that, and then all of a sudden he's just so willing to throw it all away. And I get that like his dad shows back up, and like it's so confusing, he doesn't know what to think, but it's like, dude, the guy let you think he was dead for 8 years, 7 years.
7 years.
Oh, it's like now 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah, 7
yeah,
years.
that was weird.
Yeah, he was 10 at the time. Yeah,
Golden tooth. That's
Yes.
really funny.
yeah. These comments.
Yeah. What about you,
Yeah.
Dimitri? You seem to have like more positive opinions than the two of us did.
Oh, what's my least favorite
Yeah.
or my favorite? Oh yeah, I'm
Your
lost.
least, your least favorite.
Oh, I think it was the scene, like I mentioned, with the Jace part, where he's like, he loves his dad so much for no apparent reason, which makes no sense at all. And I couldn't tell if he was pretending or not pretending. He was just very strange. And Clary was the only sane person in the last act, in my opinion.
Thank you. I really hated especially like his treatment of Jocelyn, like in that last chapter, where he's like, she's not my mom, she never looked for me, she walked out on me. Oh my gosh. And I'm just like, dude, she thought you were dead for like 17 years. Calm down. It's not that deep. But like,
Like, honestly, if somebody walked out on him, it would have technically been his dad who faked
it
his
would
own
have been
death.
his dad.
So let's be honest, who's the real bad parent here?
I mean, yeah, like woman who thought son was dead versus man who tried to commit genocide multiple times. Like, which
Question: what does James think his dad even looks like? He was 10. Couldn't he remember what he looks like? I'm so confused about that.
In
I
the movie, they solved that problem and they said that he erased his memory of what he looked like, but in the book, they didn't do that.
I know that in the book they mentioned, like Hodge mentioned, like, oh yeah, like don't show this photo of like the circle to Jace because you don't
Oh
want
yeah,
you don't want to bring up traumatic memories for him. And like even then, like if well yeah, like would they have photographs of like Michael Whalen and be like, oh here's a photo of your dad, maybe this will make you feel better. Him just being like, who the fuck is this guy? You would
Right.
think that whatever. I'm
They
just gonna
didn't
ignore
that
that.
part through.
wait, to be clear, in the third book, Micah Wayland is his dad, right? Because
No,
I. Oh
it's
wait, what?
not. It's not. He's not a Wayland. He's a Herondale.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh my
Sorry, we're
god, yes.
spoiling the shit out of this, guys. R.I.P. for anyone who hasn't read the series, but
Spoiler.
yeah,
Spoilers ahead.
that's
Spoilers.
why I actually prefer I mean, obviously, I prefer City of Ash over City of Bones, and that's one of the reasons why I do prefer it is because like obviously you can see that Cassandra Clare's like writing style improves greatly because like
Yeah.
things have a little bit more weight. There's a little bit more at stake here. There's a little bit more like character development and like character motivation. Like characters aren't just doing stuff because like I get that Clary is most of what Clary is doing is for like to find out what's going on with her mom. But like if I were Simon and like my friend who I had a crush on was like acting weird and strange and like tells me that there's like such thing as like vampires and shadow hunters and stuff, I would nope in the opposite direction. Like I would just be like, nope, can't do this, not today.
Yeah, I don't think I have like any friends that I would be like, yeah, no. Like I have friends my entire life and I still wouldn't. Nope. Yeah, you can deal with that. Goodbye.
Which actually kind of gets into my next question. On my cover of the City of Ashes, there's a blurb from Stephanie Meyers, the author of Twilight.
Same.
It says, "The Mortal Instruments series is a story world that I would love to live in. Beautiful. I would not. Would you?
Nope.
Would you like to live in
No.
this world?"
Nope.
This is a
In New
genuine
York,
question I
modern
have.
day New York.
She's on all 3 copies that I have. This exact same quote. The Stephanie Meyer quote is on all 3 of them.
If you are in the audience, I would like to know, like, just either based on our descriptions, if you haven't read it, aka Hollis, or if you have read the books, would you want to live in this world? My answer is no, because I feel like I would be dead within 5 minutes of like stepping like through the portal. I just murked.
Yeah, I.
Jesus.
Mood.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be a shadow hunter, wouldn't be cut out to be a werewolf or a vampire, like all this crap. I would just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
Oh my god, I just really want to mention things from the third book. Every time we talk, I always get these memories from the third book or like a book or the book before when reading. I always get memories for the book after.
I feel that.
Do you remember that one guy who like I don't know, locked Simon up or whatever? That one guy?
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the specifics.
Oh, maybe he's the new Inquisitor. Wait, yeah, I think he's the new
Probably.
Inquisitor. Maybe.
Wait, no, wait. We might be getting ahead of ourselves. Moving on.
You're getting ahead of yourself because I don't even remember what you're talking about.
I don't remember this. So
I just remember that guy being very written, like actually like being written good, and like well, and
The vampire guy? Jess suggested the vampire.
oh no.
No?
Hello Jess. No, not the vampire guy. The guy who's like I think the new Inquisitor maybe.
I don't know. I'm a level with you. I don't remember anything.
Wait, have you ever watched
We'll
Gilmore
get there
Girls?
when we just stream.
Random comment.
All right.
Wait, have you ever seen the show Gilmore Girls?
No.
Oh, because there's a principal, Rory, the main character's principal. I just picture that guy, this old guy, as that character because they're so similar. And just, oh my god! But next stream, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
So I know that we talked about this in the group chat, but I used to be like really into Harry Potter. And I don't know if anyone has watched this video, but it's by Double Cast. That's Double Cast with a 5 as the S. And she did a video on Cassandra Clare. Well, technically it was about Miss Scribe, but it was about Cassandra Clare's time in the Harry Potter fandom in the early 2000s. And I was like, wow, some of the plot points to her Draco trilogy sound very familiar. And that's when I found out that this was Harry Potter fanfiction. And reading it this time around, holy shit, did it pop out. Like I was kind of like blown away by like how much Harry Potter fanfiction was in this. The flying motorcycles, the steelies, the steles, whatever the heck those things are called. What was it?
What's the stele in the whole Mortal Instrument world?
It's like their little like thing that they use to like for the marks.
Their wand, basically.
Yeah. They describe it as too long and too thick to be a writing instrument. And I'm like, oh, so it's a wand. So the steles, what else? I had like a list. Well, those were mostly for City of Ashes. Valentine being our stand-in for Voldemort. Jace being our stand-in for Draco, Simon being our stand-in for Harry. There's debate as to whether or not Clary is a Ginny insert or not, but like,
Well,
She does have
wasn't
red
it
hair.
supposed to be like a Ginny and Ron fanfiction incest
okay,
type thing?
not to be that guy,
Oh
but
my, don't tell me you
technically,
read it.
no. The only thing that was like moved over from that Ginny Ron incest fanfiction was the incest plotline in the book and the name, the title
Wait,
of
how
the
would you
series.
know?
How do I know this? I do a lot of research. I do a lot of Wikipediaing. Like it's wild.
You're like one step ahead of us. Since we're talking about Harry Potter, if you look at our notes, I am Ron, Andy is Hermione, Dimitri is Harry, on the amount of work that we did for this.
I'm telling you, 5 pages of notes. I got really heated a few nights. This is correct. I don't read the incest fanfiction. I read about it so I can tell people about it and ruin their day.
Yep.
Are you saying that like if you were to find out that somebody wrote something terrible that you wouldn't go to your friend and be like, "Hey, you'll never guess what I found out"?
Oh, I've done that. Yeah.
Wow.
I just want to ruin your
That's
night.
really funny.
So do we want to talk characters real quick?
Yeah.
I think we're all in agreement that Izzy is our favorite character.
Yes.
Second place Magnus for me.
Fair enough. I like Magnus. He's like my second favorite
He's cool.
character.
It's cool in City of X, especially.
Yeah, especially. I feel like Clary's like this really blank slate. Because like things
But I
happen
feel
to
like
her.
yeah, but like most main characters that were like in the early 2000s were meant to be blank slate so you could insert yourself in there while you were reading it, which is why like Bella sucks and everybody else just sucks because they're meant to have no personality whatsoever. So like I'm kind of expecting that at this point.
You know what? I didn't think of it that way, so now I'm gonna take back that criticism. Because yeah, if that was the intention and the trend at the time, then who am I to really judge?
Yeah, there's a lot that are like that, especially in like the vampire world. They literally have no personality.
Yeah, she just feels like at this point in the book, so like this is City of Bones, she feels like she exists to have things happen around her, and so that way
That's true.
characters can like exposit information upon her. Like, this is what a mark is, this is what this is what that is. These are the Silent Brothers, that kind of thing. How do we
Yeah,
feel about Jace?
Typical bad boy.
Jesus Christ.
He's worse than a bad boy. He's just a dick, really. I just expect the worst from him.
I'm just really confused as the amount of time that Cassandra Clare describes him as being barefoot. Because that's a few times.
Barefoot?
Yeah, like she'll be like, he was sitting there with his jeans and a dress shirt on, barefoot. I'm like, why do I need to know that?
Why do you even remember that?
Because it bothers me.
Just like Darby with the eyebrow thing.
The eyebrows bother me.
Oh my
Do you think she
gosh.
has a foot thing, then?
I don't think it's a foot thing, but I just felt like it was a very weird detail to include. I felt like she was trying to reach her like
Weird detail.
page count, you know?
Does he have his tetanus shot?
Does he have his I would, with all those weapons lying around, I sure hope he does. How do we feel about Simon?
Be very useful.
Oh, Simon, I honestly did not like him in the first book. Found him annoying. Second book with him and Clary. Oh yeah, we're talking
He is
about the
pretty
first book
annoying.
now?
You're talking about first book right now.
Okay. So Simon, very annoying for me, and I just couldn't help but like him because I could tell he was in love with Clary, and that bothered me like a lot. So I think all my hatred was from that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Fair enough.
I just felt neutral to him. I was like, he's here. In the TV show, he is one of my favorite characters, though. I do like the TV show.
Yeah, he's cool in the TV show.
I've never watched a single episode of it. I only happen to be in the room when my partner watches it, and so I'm like, Simon can get it, you know?
The guy who plays him in the movie, threw me off completely because I was other things, and now I can't remember who it was. But oh my gosh,
Robert Sheehan.
He's the guy who plays Klaus in Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, Robert.
Yes,
Sheehan.
that's why it was throwing me off because I was like, "You're too innocent as a Simon," and I don't like it.
I'm just like, what? For me, in my opinion, I shouldn't have an opinion on this because I am sapphic and I only have eyes for women. But I feel like whenever they cast Jason Simon, they always pick like a hot Simon, and he's like in my head a lot hotter than Jace all the time, every single time. I'm like, wow.
No, Simon is not love.
Leave my partner alone. Leave my wife alone, Dimitri. I
do pick hot Simons, yes. But I don't like his character overall in the first book.
In the first book, he's irritating as shit. Like, he's just like, ooh, Clary, let me be there for you.
She won't love me.
She doesn't love me.
I didn't mention my opinion on Clary.
Oh, you have an opinion?
I actually do like Clary because I have a problem where I like main characters and force myself to like them, even though maybe deep down I don't like them, but somehow I always force myself deep down to like them.
No.
If that makes sense.
I find Clary irritating. She's just like, I want to go do this thing, and I'm just like, you have no experience, no training, you have the self-preservation skills of a toddler next to an electrical outlet.
Wait, not even the movie?
Not even the movie.
The Simon actor is cute in your ballad. That's really funny. Yes, he's very cute.
He is so cute. He's just a little...
Oh, TV show movie, Simon.
Is that my cat?
Both of them. So they're both cute. I mean, one is Klaus from the Umbrella Academy for anybody else who needs to know. I don't remember who the other is.
Oh, the other is he's famous. No offense.
How do we feel about Alec?
Oh, Alex?
He irritates me in this book.
Very
I don't like him in the first book. The first book, he kind of sucks.
I'm very indifferent to him.
His characterization in the first book is gay and repressed, and I'm just like, bitch, me too. And you don't see me just being annoying. But he does become a lot more badass towards the end, a lot more effective as a character. My cat is about to log me out of the stream. And I just think that he does get better as the book goes on because he starts to realize that he has a personality and outside of Jace.
Yeah, once he is aside from loving Jace as his own personality trait, he gets way better.
Yes.
At least he has a sense of humor.
At least he has a sense of humor now.
Yeah.
I will not let my cat discuss books because he cannot read. He is illiterate.
I feel like Sandra Harris is adding personality to him. Like, okay, now let me give him a sense of humor. Just like he's very incomplete as a character, to be honest. I feel like in the second book, he randomly has a joke, and I'm like, that's so not normal for Alec to have a joke, and I'm like, okay.
I agree. Like if Alec was cracking a few, maybe a pun or a couple jokes in the last act of the last couple of chapters of the book to establish that you know what, he's gotten over Jace a little bit. He's starting to grow out of this weird shell that he's been putting himself in because he's in love with Jace, then I would be like, yeah, then this characterization in the second book is good, but it just feels like it comes out of left field.
Yeah,
Oh, your
she's
friend
like,
just
oh
called
wait,
your
we can
castinate.
make him more
Gotta make him a person now.
right.
So we all love Izzy. I don't think we need to explain ourselves.
Oh,
She's
how would you feel
badass.
about that?
She's badass.
She's important.
I would
She's
say
valid.
I am a Clary Izzy shipper. I know it will never become canon. I don't give a shit. That's why I have fanfiction. But I went my entire life, in my entire life, I mean like a couple weeks, thinking that eventually, and this isn't a spoiler for anything, that Clary and Izzy would become Parabatai. I had to Google it, and it never happened. I just really thought that it was going to happen, and it apparently, like, I like manifested it, and it never came to be.
Could be like one of those Mandela effects.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be really funny.
Okay, apparently there's a scene about pie, and I'm curious, and that makes me
Pie?
uncomfortable. And
I will say that I like Izzy's
Izzy's
actress
very pretty.
in the TV show and not the movie. I feel like the movie had really bad like casting outside of Simon.
Okay,
And Clary.
I think they're really following the perfect Clary, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll give her that. She's a pretty good Clary.
Yeah, I like the Clary and the Simon movie. That was it.
I feel like
Alec was way
Jason
too old in the movie.
I don't remember Alec in the movie.
He was way too old. He was like 35.
I like Alec in the movie. I don't like him.
This stream is quickly devolving into me just moving my cat off of my computer. Yeah. Whoa. That's wild.
I don't remember that.
I do not remember that at all. So we talked to the major characters of City of Bones. Do you want to move on to City of Ashes?
Yeah, that works.
Sure. I actually have like notes in the books.
Do we have any last minute points that we want to make before we move on?
Nope, I don't think so.
Oh, what do we rate the book, guys? What did you rate the books?
Oh, 4 stars.
2 stars.
You went down?
Yeah, for City of Bones, yeah, I went from a 3-star to a 2-star because I went, did it really earn that 3-star?
But Dimitri, did you go down too?
No, mine was always 4-star for the first book.
Okay. Mine was 4, but like mostly for nostalgia. Otherwise, it would have been a 3.
That's what I thought. Oh my god, stop, Holland.
Wait, movie Jace or film Jace? Oh, I mean,
which
TV
one?
I think it's TV show Jace, probably. All right. So.
Oh, there is drama on the TV
probably.
show.
City of Ashes.
See the drama for the TV show Jace?
Longer, like long, like this long, or like longish?
I love
because the surfer dude, skinny man, is the movie Jace.
I love that we're interrogating my friend through the chat.
guys,
so lovely. I love it so much.
Guys.
Yeah?
Did you hear the drama about the TV show Jace? Like what he did?
No! I don't pay attention.
I think he said he said a homophobic slur on like live stream.
I believe that. I don't trust.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, it was streaming.
That's wild. Anyway,
the
moving on.
one is the movie one.
That's fair. How do we? So City of Ashes, second book. Favorite part?
Oh, favorite part. Wait, you know my favorite part? What was it? Oh God, the 7 inches part.
Oh. Nothing less than 7 inches. I'm talking about the heels.
That was so bad. My favorite part I actually highlighted like in the book because it was like only on page 10 and it was really funny. But it was when Alec was like, these things are not extinct enough, and Jace just goes, I'll change the entry in the demonology textbook to from almost extinct to for Alec. That was the only part I really enjoyed.
Oh, that's the only part you enjoyed? I can't tell if
I mean, there were
this book
some funny things, but I actually laughed.
I'm not sure which book I enjoyed more. I feel like I enjoyed the first time the second book more, but now the first looking at it, I feel like I don't know. Some parts I didn't care for, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I had more high expectations for the second book because I felt like I liked it more when I first read it, but I think that's why I disappointed a little bit more.
Like the first time I read it, you know the Steely Queen scene, the court scene?
Yes, that's my favorite scene. Minus that part.
Yeah. That part I was
Yeah.
the first time I was so shocked by it the first time. I was like, oh my god, the scene feels like it's so long. But when I read it the second time, the scene was so short and just
Yeah.
very like grazed over.
I really do like that part because I remember thinking that it was quite clever in the terms of like how they trap Clary. We'll talk about that later, but I really did like that scene, minus that part.
The one.
Yeah, you guys know. We'll talk about it. That terrible, terrible part. Do we have a least favorite part?
Oh, I don't think so for me.
I didn't like
that part.
Yeah, that part. That part and the scene where Jace is in the werewolf bar, just being the absolute fucking worst.
He was the worst, like most of the book. After he was arrested, he was terrible from that point on.
Oh, I know my least favorite part now. You reminded me. It's the scene where he tells Clary, "Let's run away together. No one has to know." I gagged.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I also hated when Luke was like, wow, I've never seen you guys act like siblings before. I was like, Luke, don't get involved. Don't do this.
Don't do that. Don't be weird about it.
Oh, also anything with Simon and Clary.
Anything with Simon and Clary, you said?
Like their relationship, anything with that storyline
their
that had to
relationship
exist.
is so awkward. Oh,
I know.
So liked it. I felt it was fine. Granted, I like whenever there is like a heterosexual relationship, I'm just like I don't know what to do with this. So I'm just like I guess it's cool.
It feels so forced. Cassandra Killer had to do it for some reason. She just had to. She's like, I had to do it for some reason.
That's true.
True. Like she's not into it at all.
Oh, does it happen in the show? You know, if you know.
I can't remember.
I think they may have kissed a few times or some shit. Gotta let my cat out.
Oh god.
But I know that there's more of an investment in like Simon's other relationships with different characters than it is with Clary.
All I know about the show is weird. I know season one, Alec had to get married for some reason, which never happened in the books. Which I don't know what the TV is doing.
Yeah, the TV show jumps the shark a few times, but it's whatever. Just everything.
The TV show like never takes place in the right place either. Like for the end of City of Ashes, like they're on a boat, right? They never go on a boat in the TV show.
Oh, I could have sworn there were on the trailer thumbnail there was a boat. I could have sworn. I remember when that was airing.
Not when she does like when she figures out her secret power. They're not on a boat when she does that. She opens a wall in the Institute.
That's wild. Do we want to talk about how fucking awful all the adults in this book are?
Oh, which ones?
All of them. All of
like they finally.
Anyone who's over the age of 20 that's not Magnus is just the fucking worst.
Yeah, so like they finally put like what's in a YA book, and I was like, cool, like this will go somewhere. And then they're literally all terrible. They never listen to anybody. They are just dicks all around.
Oh, can you specify? Because I'm so not.
The Inquisitor.
The Inquisitor.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the Inquisitor, the psychopath. Oh my god.
Just like, I know why she's being weird about it and just being this cagey, like, bitch about everything, but at the same time, it's like, you're an adult. This is a child. Like, even if he is, like, almost 18, this is still a child. His prefrontal cortex, not developed. I don't know why
No.
you're... I don't know why you're holding him to this weird standard.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
And then her
Maurice
thinking
being so...
she can
Yeah.
exchange him for like his father who faked his own death to get rid of him, basically. Like, you think you can exchange stuff for this man? No, no, no.
Like, the man
No.
kidnapped his wife. Like, he clearly does not give a shit about, like...
Faked his death twice, at least, that we know of.
Yeah. Yes, twice that we know of. Wow. I didn't think about that. Yeah. I really didn't like how Maurice treated Jace, though, at the beginning, because it was very much like, Jonathan. Every single time an adult called him Jonathan, I was so annoyed.
Every time Jesus
It's
called
bad.
Jonathan, I don't know how to describe it. It was so fucking annoying. It was
Just like, Jonathan. Like, the kid clearly prefers to be called Jace. Like, just call him that, and he'll probably be on your side. Like, just
even
give
Lou called him at one point, and that was annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. I really hated every single time that Valentine referred to Clary as Jace's sister, but only would refer to Jace as his son, which I'm like, that's weird. And I get that it's supposed to be like this weird foreshadowy bullshit to be like, oh, well, like he was doing that to like throw them off the scent that they're not actually siblings. Tee hee. And I'm just like, why are you being gross? Also, she is your actual daughter. Why are you not?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he care for her
weird.
more?
I also have like a memory that Valentine didn't know that Clary's mom was pregnant with her when she like ran off.
Yes. That is
So I don't
they
know why
mentioned
he's
the first
making
part.
comments being like, I made you this way. Like, I knew you were gonna turn like this. I gave you these gifts. He didn't really, did he?
I think he was
No,
just
he
kind of like
did.
doing that to be a dick.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think he did
probably.
actually. I remember. I just remember. I feel like this is turning into book 3 spoilers.
It's been spoilers. We've been in spoilers for a
The whole
while. If
time.
anyone, yeah, this whole time we did not have a spoiler-free
Oh, I can
section.
see Andy now. That took a while.
Yay! But yeah, we've been in spoiler territory for a while. The Inquisitor was a fragrant abuse of power. Like I get that the Shadowhunters are like this weird, archaic, traditional, old society that doesn't play by the mundane rules, but like, holy fucking shit, she's committing war crimes. Granted, I'm
so
like,
bad.
wow. I'm like, wow. The Shadowhunters are basically the police. Because there's this
They really are.
There's literally a line that says that Shadowhunters are supposed to protect mundanes and keep downworlders in line, and this was in reference to them being like, the werewolves being like, hey, can you investigate the murder of this child?
Oh, I want to say something about book 3. I don't know if you want me to say it or not.
Say it. I want to know now.
Oh, I remember something about angel blood being mixed with Clary and Jace, and that's where they have powers or something.
Yes, all Shadowhunters are bastards. Yes, that is what happened.
Yeah.
Pretty
much, yeah.
How do we feel about the Simon becoming a vampire scene?
That's fine. You can do that. I'm cool with it.
I don't mind that. I feel like he's more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, he did get more interesting once he died.
Mood.
I really did like that, like, Clary was very insistent on, like, burying him in a Jewish cemetery. I thought that was very neat. I was like, oh, yeah, she cares.
Like, that was nice, yeah.
Yeah, that she went out of her way.
But he made, like, a joke about it afterwards when he's like, oh, I'm gonna tell my mom, and he's like, I love that I was buried in a Jewish cemetery. I was like, ooh, don't do that.
Oh my god, remember the coming out book?
Oh my god, yeah. Where Luke gives him the coming out book, like, how to come out to your parents, and it's like, they have good pointers. I know you're not gay,
really
but
funny.
it might help. Yeah.
There's at least 2 scenes in this book where you figure out Jace the Herondale, or like
Yes.
not possibly.
It
The
was
one where the Inquisitor dies, and the one where Valentine Clary talking, and then he was about she was some the Clary said something about Jace, and then he's like, not Jace, I mean dash.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was definitely alluding the foreshadowing to book 3. But also like the Inquisitor
yep.
mentions several times that like Jace looks like her son, and like asked
Hmm.
him about a scar that he had on his back.
His scar and
Or wasn't it on
diamonds.
his shoulder?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
right here or something or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Um, I have some oh wait, I forgot. So I blocked this out. So for those who don't know, we took notes. Well, I took notes, Dimitri took notes, and Darby kind of took notes in her own book, but I did it on the Google Doc. And there was an
Yeah.
entire section that I have blacked out using the black highlighter function to hide this from them, because I was like, holy shit, this has to go on the live show so I can see their live reactions. Okay. It was because we were talking about Simon being a vampire. All right. So you know how Simon is a vampire.
Yes.
It got me thinking, is this a reference to My Immortal?
To what?
To My Immortal. Do you guys know what My Immortal is?
Is that the song?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a Harry Potter fan fiction written, I believe, in like the early 2000s. And
The
it's
worst
a
fan fiction to ever exist.
I wouldn't say it's that bad. I think it's a work of art.
It is famously known as the worst fan fiction to
Yeah.
ever exist.
But yeah,
I've
it's
never
known
heard of it.
as the world's worst fan fiction. So it came out in 2006, and if my memory is correct and all my googling, Cassandra Clare was quite active in the Harry Potter fandom at this time, right? So I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys know what the basic plot of My Immortal is, but it's the author's self-insert character in a relationship with Draco Malfoy, and
Oh god.
Harry is a vampire, or at least called Vampire Potter in the fic, right? So City of Ashes came out in 2008. If this is cobbled together Harry Potter fan fiction and Simon is supposed to be Harry, could this be a reference to My Immortal? I spent
I don't like
hours.
that knowledge is now in my head.
You'll never. I'm not saying that Cassandra Clare wrote My Immortal. I'm saying that this could be a reference to it, just like a cute little nod to it. It could also be completely unintentional. I do not know.
I did watch an interview like forever ago where somebody asked her about it, and she's like, "Oh, you're still not over that?" And she's like, "I just wanted to make it seem like the world was super dangerous and like mundanes couldn't live in it, so I needed to off Simon." And I was like, "Oh my god,
I feel like there's
you are too."
oh no,
That makes
Darby.
me feel really old.
Yeah, Hollis is a child, a literal infant.
In 2006, but you're born so 2004, so you're. Oh my god.
An actual child.
16.
An actual child. So can we talk about Clary's sudden ability to fight just out of fucking nowhere?
Oh, I never noticed.
Yeah, they started talking about her strength and stuff, and they're like, she has Shadowhunter strength, but she never learned anything or how to build anything, and all of a sudden she's like throwing daggers with like precision, and I don't understand that.
Yes. That was literally my point. She managed to pin Maya like by her shirt with a knife.
Right?
When she was tripping, like a couple chapters ago, she's tripping over her 2 damn feet in the Sealy Court scene. So like, what gives?
It's
What is
the
it?
angel blood.
I get
What
that
happened?
it's angel blood. Like, I'm willing to forgive the scene in the hotel in the first book where she throws a knife at that one werewolf and like it hits him in the side. Like, I'm willing to be like, yeah, she just threw it on instinct. it hit her, like, it's a pretty big target. She hit him between the ribs, and it hit, like, blade first. I'm willing to believe that, I am not willing to believe that she jumps on a coffee table and goes like she's in fucking Naruto. Like, I do not believe that shit for a second.
I can't.
No, and she didn't hit anybody in the process, so like that is just.
She didn't even hit Maya. Like, if she, like, even, like, nicked her, I'd be like, okay, a little bit more believable, I'll take it. But no, she just.
Oh, Inky, I know you like
Yeah,
Maya in this
that's like
a lot, I think.
frustrating.
I do like Maya as a character, but I feel like in this one she just kind of exists to get kidnapped and, like,
Oh,
Pretty
it's so
much, yeah.
funny.
spirited away. Can we talk about this line from chapter 12? It's from Clary. This is after the fight with Simon. Like, Maya finds out that Simon is a vampire, and, like, she gets, like, really cagey and defensive about it. You're
Yeah.
lucky he's not as much as a bigot as you are, or I'd complain to the Clave and make the whole pack pay for your behavior.
What?
This is an actual line that I had to read with my own two good Christian eyes.
That's funny. Yeah, there's a lot in here that are just not great. That
Like,
was bad one.
There's just a lot to unpack here, considering that, like, Maya is the only black character at this point in the book. Like, only explicit one, I should say. Like, you can headcanon people however you want, but she's the only one who's, like, explicitly mentioned to be biracial.
It's not great.
It's not great. Also, first off, group punishments are illegal under the Geneva Conventions, so jot that down.
May I repeat? Group punishments are what?
Group punishments?
Are illegal under the Geneva Conventions, so jot that down. The Clave is just constantly committing war crimes.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like Maya brings up a good point that there's, like, a lot of baggage that comes with being a werewolf or a vampire that Clary just doesn't understand. Like, it's quite literally not either of their fault. It just is something that happens. And also, can we talk about how Jace went into a bar with the intention of instigating a fight with some werewolf? Like,
Oh, you
when
mentioned
they're
that, but I
literally
don't know
looking
why.
to fight. I think I had highlighted something in there too, because I thought it was really funny.
Also, like, Jace calling, like, Simon a bloodsucker, like, all of a sudden, but, like, Clary's the bigot. Maya's the bigot here.
Yeah. Right. Oh, Jace made a comment after he fought the wolf saying, I want to be a man. I want to be an angst-ridden teenager who can't confront his own inner demons and takes it out verbally on other people instead. But to say a person completely and utterly.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to my mom for a second.
You're fine. But yeah, just... Yes, I am implying that there are Geneva Conventions because war crimes are not a joke. Jesus Christ.
That's funny.
Let's talk about Max for a second. How do we feel about that kid?
Oh, that kid exists. She just exists. Meets not a character that's
He
important.
exists to die. I'm letting you all know right now. That kid has so many goddamn, like, death flags. He might as well be, like, signaling a ship to harbor.
Yeah.
He's small.
He's not gonna do great.
He's innocent. He looks young for his age. He wants to go out and fight. He's, trying his best. He's going to die. Like, it's very clear that he is going to perish.
Oh, that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
I didn't want Darby to know. Because in the beginning, when we were reading before we made the group, I remember mentioning that someone was going to die, and Darby's like, "I'm scared," but I'm like, "Oh no, it's not an important character."
It is not
Which book does he die in?
the next one.
Next one.
Okay,
It's really
that's
sad.
fine.
The kid exists to die. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Good, don't worry. I just can't remember. That's all good.
Yeah. The Inquisitor, just... Can we talk about Valentine's weird-ass plan?
Oh, what is this one?
the plan to
Just
raise the demon army by switching the alignments, I'm gonna say, of the mortal instruments to serve his purpose.
Oh, that part confused me, I think.
Yeah, because he's like, I need the blood of the Fae, a warlock kid, like
Oh,
the.
I think I read one of your notes about that a long
Why
time
doesn't he
ago.
just kill Simon and Maya?
That's the part. That's the part I read your notes, and I'm like,
I
oh my god, so true. Why doesn't he just kill
I
them right
think
then and there? Why does he have to kidnap them?
because he needs to put their blood into a bowl and do it like fresh or something.
The Fae
That's what
kid
I
and
was
the warlock
assuming.
were found, like the first werewolf, the warlock, and the Fae kid were found drained at the spot where they were like taken or like
Yeah.
kidnapped.
Oh, I think I know.
So
I
their
think he
blood isn't
wanted
fresh.
to maybe get Clary and Jace to him. Maybe it's like, you know?
Just say you have them and boom, they're already dead. Like, haha, you came for nothing. Like,
He just likes to draw it out. He's got in his blood.
also, how did he get Simon out of his house without burning him alive?
That's a great question, actually. Middle of the day.
Limousine. That's my guess.
Yeah, because later in the book they're like, oh yeah,
Huh.
solid clothes won't protect a vampire. It has to be like solid walling. You can't, like, no windows, no nothing. So like that implies that he like knocked Simon out and like put him in a coffin and like walked him out of the house with nobody knowing.
That's
That would be really funny.
That would be, I want to believe that is what happened. But it's like
maybe in the TV show. I honestly don't remember.
yeah. I also think that it would be like more emotionally taxing on like everyone had they just killed both of them outright. Because what was the point of keeping Simon drained if he was going to kill him eventually? Why not drain him and then kill him?
Maybe he thought he was dead already.
No,
Wait, wasn't that the whole point?
Valentine is an experienced shadow hunter who has killed multiple vampires, presumably. So he would know that he would have to either cut off his head, stake him in the heart, bullet to the brain, whatever. So why just drain him and then leave him? Clearly,
For
he
the
could.
drama.
You know he's still alive. He knew he was still alive. Like, he's not stupid.
Yeah. So why not just kill him? Like after you drained him, just be like, oh, boom. Just go all the way through.
Huh. That's very weird. I didn't think about that one.
I love the we are like you and I speech that happens in every single book ever. Like we are the same. We have the same, like, but it's the villain trying to appeal to our hero, our protagonist.
Wasn't the demon though that was doing that? The
Yes.
big one that he did. The demon did it.
But I did like that was Jace's fear.
Yeah. I don't
But
know
I
why he
hated
was
that
afraid of Clary at first, though.
I think he was afraid that she was dead.
Oh, okay.
It
It was weird. That was a weird demon.
It was a weird demon. It's basically a boggart from Harry Potter. You can jot that down as a Harry Potter reference too.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes
Well,
sense.
there was so much foreshadowing, but Simon turning to vampire.
Literally.
I'm looking at my notes, like him watching Dracula on the TV, like randomly just turns to Dracula, the channel.
And then he gets terrified.
The line in City of Bones where, again, prophetic dreams. I love being a good prophetic dream. Where Clary has that dream of Simon and Jace, and like she's like, this place is not for the living, or like this place is only for the living because like Simon disappears.
Mm-hmm.
I love the prophetic dream. Ugh. Yeah, that's kind of all I got on my notes.
Oh my god, I just saw something. The last thing on my notes.
Oh,
The Dumbledore reference.
the what reference? The Dumbledore reference. Oh my god, yeah, like who could win a fight? Magnus Bane or Albus Dumbledore? So Harry Potter canonically exists in this universe.
Exactly.
Ugh, yeah. It's terrible. Also, Simon trying to relate everything to D&D is just overplayed a little bit sometimes.
Oh my god, because of that, I actually made like a way to play these characters as D&D characters.
Oh my
Would you like to
god.
would you like to hear them?
Yes?
Okay, so I only have Jace, Alec, Isabel, and Clary, and Jace, Alec, and Isabel, you can do the exact same build for all three of them, and then, like, obviously, like, their personalities are different. So I have them as Asimars, which are like these angelic creatures. They're like human shape, but like vaguely different. So like much like Shadowhunters, Asimars are humanoids who have some sort of celestial lineage. Rather than enhanced strength, magic-like abilities, these characteristics show more through physical features like wings or pupilless eyes. Asimars are resistant to necrotic and radiant damage, have dark vision, and can cast a light cantrip, and protector Asimars are usually charged with protecting the weak and innocent. And then for their class, I have them as paladins, Oath of the Watchers. The Oath of the Watchers binds paladin to protect mortal realms from the predations of extraplanar creatures, many of which would lay mace to mortal soldiers. Thus, the Watchers hone their minds, spirit, and bodies to be the ultimate weapons against these threats.
Damn, okay.
Interesting.
And then for Clary, I have her as an Asimar, same thing, Protector lineage, same thing. And then Bard, College of Creation. I don't know how to describe it, other than it's kind of like a celestial, kind of godly thing that has to do with the actual creation of the world. So you like her being able to create runes, or at least like unlock new runes, felt very fitting. So if
That
you
is
play
cool,
D&D
yeah.
and you're interested in playing a Shadowhunter,
Congrats. That's really
Thank you.
impressive, actually.
Okay, I have a really weird point that I want to bring up.
Oh my cat's eyeing me. Oh my god.
How do we religion? Were you guys raised religious or like currently religious?
Oh, I was raised Catholic. I'm a certified Catholic, and now I'm into witchcraft.
Wow. I
That's so
feel like
funny.
most Catholics that I know, yeah, that's kind of how their path went in life. I was also raised Catholic. The reason why I say this, what about you, Dimitri?
Oh, I was raised Christian and what's it called? I honestly, I'm not religious, so I actually forgot my religion's name. What's the
That's
other
fair.
one?
Orthodox?
I think so. Question mark because I honestly am not
Do you,
religious, so I
do
honestly
you know
forgot
what
my
the
own
sign of the
religion.
cross is?
Repeat?
Do you know what the sign of the cross is?
Oh God, no.
I don't know, maybe probably not. Because if you're
Wait, there's
Orthodox,
Maryland, there's Orthodox, there's is that it? Wait.
There's
I don't.
so many.
The reason why I asked is because I feel like this book needs a lot more Catholic guilt. They're gonna keep bringing up these weird like Bible verses and all this shit, and like you can tell that Cassandra Clare is like it's not tied to any religion. Like there was that one scene in City of Bones where they're like, oh, we could go to a synagogue or to like a temple or something, and
But
so
then
they
they
went to a
don't.
Catholic church. They went to a Catholic church. And they keep
Yep.
bringing up Bible verses. I'm like, if you're gonna go all the way. Give me Catholic guilt. Give me this pent up Catholic repression. I want it.
Oh, I think it's the same with infernal devices. I remember being there's church there and Bible verses and stuff like that.
And it could be just that, like, oh, this is like the religion that Cassandra Clare was like used to,
Is she
at least
Catholic?
Christianity. I don't think she's cat. She might. I don't know. But like Christianity and Catholicism are very close together. But yeah, I'm just like, if you're going to go all the way, I think that
She is
just
Jewish and has described her family as not religious.
ma'am, then why all the weird Catholic shit? I like if you're gonna just
I don't
just go
know.
all the way. I say weird Catholic shit as
Yeah.
if I'm yeah. You know what? Good for her.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically all my notes for these these books. That's all I have. Did your favorite character change from this book to the previous book?
Nope.
Yeah, it's still Izzy. I still think she's the best.
Sticking with Izzy. Yep.
What
Again,
was your rating?
Hmm?
Your rating for the book?
Oh, my rating was a 2.5 out of
3
5.
stars.
Improvement.
I do think that this one was a lot better in terms of like character development and like story beats. It was more focused and it had like an actual plot as opposed to there being like no plot for the first half and then suddenly plot for the second half. Yeah, I felt like there was like a coherent beginning, middle, end, and everybody went through a various arc. You know, Simon became a vampire. Alec becomes a little bit more confident. You know, Jace realizes his bullshit. Clary kind of doesn't get an arc. She just kind of exists.
Can I mention Jace can fly now? What happened?
Wait, what?
Oh my god. That was the dumbest
He
thing
jumped
shit.
ever.
out of the prison?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Wait,
that.
that was, in my opinion, one of the dumbest things ever. I remember thinking to myself, this book is so absurd that just why does he have jumping powers?
Jumping
Just
and
literally.
falling.
Yeah,
He
jumping
can
and
land on
falling.
his feet. He's fat.
Never mind. You can make Jace a monk in D&D and have that work out, I guess. All right. So
Funny.
I'm tapped out in talking about these books. I don't know when we're doing our next live show, so we'll keep everybody posted. But thank you for. I don't know if you guys want to close out. If there's anything you guys have to say.
What books are we planning? We're doing City of Glass and another one, or just City of
I
Glass
think
for
we're
the
just gonna
next
do
one?
City of Glass and like finish out that series, and then we'll move on to
Yeah.
the Infernal Devices.
Okay.
Oh, that
So
works.
everybody can give a heads up and join us for the City of Glass stream when it will happen.
Yeah, we'll make a decision at some point.
Oh,
You'll
and
see it on
do
the
you
Twitter,
think?
which is also in the description.
Yeah,
Oh,
follow
do you
us
think
on
will most
Twitter.
likely be in December or January?
Probably in January.
In the new year, yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, we hope to see you guys
Exams
then.
are coming, so
Yeah. Good luck on
Oh, yeah,
exams for
I have 2 exams.
everybody. Good luck, everyone. Have a great day.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.